good morning, Linda. Good morning, Antara and Sudha from Artist Resin. You can still hear my voice is a bit croaky, so excuse that. But I wanted to do a quick live today because I want to show you something that arrived about a week ago. I was still on holiday, so it arrived and my neighbour kept it, but I can't wait to unpack it because I've got a good idea where it's from. So, hi Sheldon, welcome. Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a good morning. I know it's super early for you probably there. It's an afternoon today, and today is a day I've got off, so I've had the whole day to try and decide whether I'm going to do a live or not. It's rare when the kids are not here, but I thought, yeah, might as well do this quick unboxing and a few bits of pottering around in my studio. I'm actually not unwell. I don't feel unwell. It's just my throat is a bit croaky. I've come back to full-blown hay fever because my body's got accustomed to being away from the country. I've come back and, yeah, I've got full-blown kind of hay fever symptoms, and part of that is a croaky voice, so it sounds very strange. Hi, Linda Lambert. Hi, lovely. Hope you're well. How are you doing? I want to show you this. Like I said, it arrived a week ago. Well, I haven't been able to unpack it in all this time, but I can't wait because not so long ago, a couple of different companies actually emailed me asking me if I was willing to try out some of their products. Now, given that, think about it from my shoes, I guess for most of you, if a company's offering you free products to have a look at and test and be honest in terms of how you feel about them, you're not really going to say no, right? So I did turn one down for other reasons, but there was two more companies and I agreed to it. So I'm wondering which company this one is from, and we'll find out now. So I'm going to unpack it and have a look at the products inside. And I've got a kind of setup here where I can see some more information about the two companies I did agree to, and I'll hopefully give you some more information about these companies in case you were interested in looking at their products. One of them sent me a discount code already on email for anyone of my viewers who wants to wants to buy them. But like I said, today I'm just doing the unboxing. I won't actually be using the products, so I can't really tell you if they're any good until I try them on a future video. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to get these two. Oh, okay, so there's two little packages inside that big box. They look like they're well padded. Okay, so shall we open the first one? So interestingly, one of the companies was a paint by numbers company, and I wasn't sure because I thought, well, I'm not really into painting by numbers. My daughters probably are, but I'm not, so I wasn't sure about that company. I don't think. Oh, it's not. Okay. Okay, so there's two little things in here. So it's not the paint by numbers company. It is a company called Grabie. Okay, it's grabieart.com from what I know. And I've sent these beautiful set of 36 dual tone markers with a brush tip. And it looks like they are water-based. Bring it up closer to you. Water-based, non-toxic, UV resistant, which just sounds good because I hate it when anything I do starts fading. Quick drying, and also you can use them on multiple surfaces. So it says that it's got a brush tip, and you can use them on glass, metal, ceramic, fabric, porcelain, stone, wood, paper, rubber. Rubber, wow. Okay, that's interesting. So I know like Posca pens are pretty good. Sharpies are quite good. But it looks like you can use this on almost any surface. So I'm going to be testing this theory out, this claim out by the company on a video soon. So I'll be doing a sketch or a drawing with these and colouring in. But look at the colour range. Okay, so the dual tipped, which is really cool. So we get one out. Hi, Ronak. Good to see you here. Hope you're having a good day. So it says that obviously they're not for kids under 3. It's got a brush tip, so we've got that side of it. I'll get a piece of paper. I'll just grab a piece of paper, 1 second. Well, there's some printer paper here, so we'll just have a look at how it kind of draws. Okay. The great thing about the brush tip is they're quite pointed, so when I press down hard I can do really thick lines, and obviously the lightest touch with the tip of it has a thinner line, so that looks quite cool. And then we've got the darker. Yeah, I mean, good coverage, good colour, and like even if you go over the same space, it doesn't leave marks like some markers do, don't they? It's really well in terms of like blending over the top of itself. It doesn't leave any streaks, so that looks really cool. We've got lots of colours here to play around with, so I'm going to have fun with these, and it might force me back into actually doing some more drawings. I used to do them when I was very, very young, but I've been doing a lot of mixed media and some resin and alcohol inks and other stuff. So there's lots of these. Wow, look at this. And it's super cool having these and getting to test them out for you guys. And they've got a swatch sheet. I know they've got an Amazon US website as well. Sorry, Amazon website, a place where you can go and buy them from Amazon US. So I know they're available for you guys in the States, and they're available for you guys in the UK and Europe as well. So it's great. So I've got a swatch sheet here, which is really great. And I'm going to obviously do that. I'm going to put all the colours in and see what that looks like. Let's put those away. God, 36 colours. Really cool colours. Really nice. And quite a lot of neutral colours, actually. I'm quite surprised. Got some gold here as well. That should be nice. Okay, so that's the first set that's arrived in the post. Really interesting. I have got some brush markers already. I can't even get this back in the box. I'm being really fumbly today. Right, let's get in. That in. Sort of in. Almost. I'm all thumbs today. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so there's that. Okay, what's in here? Okay, so they've sent me a set of tweezers and lots of little pen nibs. So I guess if some of them get clogged up or dried out or are not functioning very well, I can just insert another one. It's got a pointed end and it's got a rounded end, which is interesting. That's great. So lots of those in there. That's great. You don't get companies to send extras really and stuff like that when you do order pens. So it's quite nice to see they did. Enjoy your coffee, Sudha. Hi, Nanette. Hi, Maria's Art Cafe. So we've got Simply Nanette now online, and Maria's Art Cafe. Great to see you here. I'm just doing a kind of a unpackaging unboxing from a company called GrabieArt.com. I'll tell you a little bit about them in a minute. And what I'll do is I'll put my discount code, I think it's Taslima15, into my description box below if you are interested. But I'll do a proper kind of using them video at some point. So the next set, oh, this looks really nice. Gosh. So the next set is this. These are actually acrylic markers. So the others were dual tone markers, just general markers, brush tip, but these are acrylic markers and they're extra fine tip. Again, quick drying, water-based ink, non-toxic and UV resistant. There's 28, whereas there was 36 in the previous packet. They look great as well. I mean, they've got quite a range of colours here. Whoa, okay, put that down there. So what have we got here? Let's get that paper back up. Let's see if we can do some lines on there to have a look at them. So what colour should we go for? Go for a blue. They're quite heavy actually, quite nice to hold. It's got all the details on there as well. Blendable, acid-free, UV resistant. What's that on there? So it says, okay, so you knock down the nib, you shake it, you push, you write, and you recap. Okay, so we'll shake it a minute. That should do for our purposes. And obviously I pushed down the nib a couple of times to get the acrylic ink flowing, and I can see it coming to the tip there. Use gravity a bit, I think. Okay, now it's flowing, so let's have a look at this. It's flowing really well actually, but it's not coming out too fast. So yeah, they look good. I'm impressed for now anyway, but we'll do a proper rigorous testing and also try, and that's really good. Look at that. And I'm going over the same spot, and it's really easy, flows super well. So yeah, that looks really good. I'll put the nib back on. We've got quite a lot of colours, and you can see the colour range. That looks nice. It's silver, doesn't it? And we've got the white. I always have problems with white acrylic markers. I've had loads. I've had so many different brands, and I find the white always clogs up. So I'll be testing this properly. I find that once I've used it once, it clogs up every time, and I have to take the nib out and clean it, get it to flow again, and it's really annoying. But I hope that these test better than the ones I've had in the past. I'm just wondering what that is. It's just a... Is that a pad? I don't know. Maybe it's not. Oh yeah, it is a drawing pad. So yeah, on the back we've got a drawing pad as well, which is really nice. It's 20 sheets, 230 grams. That's premium paper. That's really good. Yeah, that's a really nice set, I think. I don't know what you guys think. I'll just have a quick look on the chat. Yeah, a complete set of pens and 2 lots of them, which I'm really happy with, really, you know, considering I didn't have to pay for them. And if they're no good, I'll be completely honest and frank with you guys once I've done the testing and tell you they're no good. If they are good, I'll tell you my honest kind of view of that as well. And then obviously if you're interested in them, you know what to do. And you can use the discount code Taslima15 for them. I'm going to tell you a bit about Grabie. I know when I read up about them, when they first asked me whether I would do some testing on their products, I looked them up. I normally look up any company. There's been a few companies that have said no to their products because of different ethical reasons. But I know that this company is super good because I looked them up, and I found out a lot of information about them. So they started up in 2021 during the COVID-19 pandemic, and they were looking to help reduce depression, anxiety in people, really, when we're all stuck at home and locked down. So there's a nice little backstory as to why they started this company. So yeah, the types of products on the website. Okay, I'll just quickly show you what kind of products they have. I'll just show you this. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this. It's probably a reflection on it. But they do art supplies, watercolor paints, acrylic paints, brushes, markers, pencils and papers, art sets and bundles. They do crafting supplies, diamond painting, felting kits, cross stitch, embroidery, latch hook. And they do scrapbooking essentials, stickers, washi tapes, pens, and journals, stamping, and accessories. And you can get a 15% discount if you go on the website. Now the website's called Grabie Art, Grabie art.com. Okay, and you can have a look at all of their different products. They've also, like I said, got an Amazon site, which is here. Just see if you can see that. So that's the Amazon site, and you can look at all the different sets that they have. They've got watercolors, lots of different sets, really cool. I can see that I've already got those, the acrylic markers, the fine tip. You can get different nibs and tips, you know, medium, fine, etc. And look at all of these products they've got. And I had a look, they've got cool brushes as well, brush sets. And paper, watercolor pads, and lots of things. It's really cool. And I didn't even know they existed until they reached out to me, if I'm honest. So it's interesting that these companies are, I am really blessed and I'm really, really grateful they are reaching out and they see value in my channel and my content. It's super reassuring when a company reaches out and says, will you test, or can we send you some free projects? Can you have a look at them? So that's really nice. I'm just going to quickly bring up the email and what it said. So yeah, so Taslima with capital TASLIMA 15 is the discount code. And you get 15% off anything on their website, grabieart.com. Okay, they're also on TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, and Facebook. So check them out if you're interested. Okay, so we're going to pop them away now. There's enough talking about this one. Yeah, they do. I actually thought they must be a really small art company selling just markers, but I'm completely wrong. They do sell lots of cool crafting stuff. So let me just pop these away a minute and talk about what we're going to do today. Okay. So there's two little projects. So I've been pottering around in my studio. Hold on a sec. I think I have a question here. Can you drop water on it to see if the water soluble? Yeah, I could. I mean, the one should be because it said it was water-based, right? I can do that for you quickly. Let's get some water. But where have we got water in the bottle? And let's see if the water's soluble. Good idea, Sheldon. So obviously the acrylic markers, I'm not sure they'll be water soluble, probably not. But let's try, very quickly try one of these. Well, we'll use that colour, so let's try the red then instead. Okay, let's say I did a... It's water. Maybe I'll put a bit next to it. I'm just bringing it up close to you. Yeah, they kind of are. Yeah, they definitely are. So I can see that I've not used much water on that brush, to be honest. But to get a proper water pot here, but so you can see that they are water soluble. So you can paint, you can draw on, and then you can treat them like watercolors, like watercolor paint. So I guess you could blend colors together, right? Which is really cool. But obviously this isn't the right paper for that either. This is just a regular printer paper. You would ideally use watercolor paper, which will make sure that when you're using the brush on it, it doesn't kind of start deteriorating the paper too much. But yeah, they're water soluble, which is really good, I think. They're based, do you know what? That's a good question, Linda. I don't think they are based in the UK, no. But they might have outlets here where they sell them, which they probably do, considering they send them to me very, very quickly. I think it was under 6 days they sent them. So I think it's in the States from what I read. So they've got one, I think it's in Shanghai, and one in offices in outlet in the States from what I read. But if you have a look at the website, it should tell you for sure there, but I'm definite it's in the States, it's not here. So if we go to About on the website quickly and have a look, see where, yeah, sorry. So it's in Shanghai and Los Angeles, and that's where they kind of started, but they're an international team. So I think they have outlets all over the place, if I'm honest. But they started in Shanghai and the States. Hope that answers your question. Right, what are we doing? Okay. So unless there's any other questions about those projects, I will do a proper testing. I'll do a drawing using those at some point. So there's a couple of things I need to do When I was pottering around my office, I'm going to ask you which one you want me to do. So this is the one which is, I was going to glue on the pieces. These are not on properly, but I need to glue on all of the numbers on this, so that needs doing. One project. Second project was, and these are little projects that they hang around after you start them and they never get finished, and you're trying to finish them and get around to actually finishing. This is a piece I did a while back, and some of you will remember this. It's gorgeous. It was a flip cup sky, a swipe sea, and then embellished with a glue gun and mica flakes from Colour Art and shells. But I haven't actually finished this. It looks finished, right? It's not actually finished, so it kind of needs finishing. And the way I plan to finish it is putting iridescent white sand down in this white area here down the bottom. Oops, we haven't got much space here. So in this space here, I was going to add this sand. So that's another project, and then that will definitely be finishing. It just needs a coat of varnish then. So that's the other possible project we could do today. The third one, probably the one I'm gearing towards. I don't know what you guys think. Yeah, you probably could blow it like acrylic, Sheldon. I don't see why. If you mixed it up in a little palette with some water, then yeah, you probably could. So the third project that I need to finish is this one. Now, it's more or less 99% finished. What I have to do, though, is... I mean, I did ask people on my channel what they thought, and they did think that maybe silver leaf or some silver on the textured part would look really nice and really make it pop. So I've got that. And I think we're going to go with that because these two kind of gluing and pouring sand is really basic. And you guys know how to do that already anyway. Although it's nice to watch someone else do it. It's something you already kind of know anyway. So I'll pop these back. Right, back to here. So we've got a few options now. The first one is, sometimes the easiest method is probably the best method. I don't know if that's true, but that's what people say. So these pens arrived, the metallic pens from Temu, water-based, low odor, and they've got a silver one. And I had a little go to see if it's very metallic or partially metallic, and I kind of went over some of the white lines here. I'll bring you down a bit closer so you can see better. There you go. So I was going to go over some of the white lines, and I thought, well, it's not really popping, or it's not very metallic. So there's a few other options. Number one, foiling. Now, I'm an affiliate of APS Metallic Foils, and they have hundreds of different foils. Now, I would normally be able to use this on almost any project, but the caveat is the project has to be, if I bring these on and put them back in, the project has to be flat, and ideally to get these foils on there, you need to leave the glue on for 50 minutes, okay? So these are beautiful, right? And I could pick one which, I mean, look at that. That's perfect with this particular painting, isn't it? Look at that. So that would be a perfect foil to use on this project. And I can even put bits of glue in the background and put it in if I wanted to. But I'm not going to foil. The reason is it's going to take too long to do it on this live. I would normally use this Artsyville embellishment foil adhesive, which is also from APS Metallic Foils. You can look them up. I've got a discount code in my description box as well for them. I can't even open this. I think I've glued the whole thing to itself. Yikes. I'm going to need a stronger man or woman to open that for me. But yeah, so yeah, that's not happening because I can't even open it right now. But yeah, I'll try later. So we could foil. The second option is we could use this, which is deco foil. Now, I would use this, except I've only got the gold, and I don't think gold would go that well. I think silver would look better. So there's that. And with that one, I would use this deco foil, which is the same brand, transfer gel. Okay. And normally you would simply leave it to dry for an hour until it turns clear because it's white in the pot. So you brush it on, leave it to dry for an hour. It gets super tacky and it stays like permanently tacky until you put the foil on it, and then you rip that off and it sort of takes that the gold off it and transfers that to your project. Hi Thomasina, how are you doing, darling? Yeah, it's a texture-based butterfly. So we've got these ridges, and part of me wishes I'd done a massive piece because I would have been able to use that piping bag with a larger nozzle, and I would have had a thicker line. This line is pretty thin, so I'm not even sure it's going to work because it's thin, but hey, we're going to experiment anyway. So the third option would be to use, these arrived from Temu. That's rose gold. This is actually gold leaf. Okay, imitation gold leaf, obviously. And there's two colours there. There's the gold and the beautiful rose gold. Rose gold's really pretty, but I don't think it would go with the painting. I've also got this Craftsky gold leaf. So they're leaf sheets and a silver one here, which is probably what I'm looking to use. So we're going to give this a go. Now, what glue am I going to use? Well, this is my favourite glue for this type of project. It's called Flitter glue. It's really nice. It says probably the best glue for flake and glitter stamping, but it's really cool. It's made in the UK, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to brush it on with if I can find a brush here, maybe this one, no, not that one. Yeah, thicker brush. So I'm going to try and brush it on, and I'm not going to actually place this gold leaf everywhere. I'm just going to put bits of it into the outline of the wing here initially to see how that looks. So let's do that. And I'm going to show you the super delicate gold leaf I've managed to wrangle. It took me 20 minutes to get this out of that packet, but here it is. Okay, so super delicate. You see, it just sticks to everything. It's stuck to a post-it over there, so I kind of partially ripped it. But yeah, it's really nice. Pop that over there for now. And let's get this glue on, shall we? It's super thick, this glue as well, but you can water it down if you wish to. I might have to, actually. I'll just get a little pot. Get a tiny bit of water on it and then mix it up. So I'm just mixing that glue down a bit so it's a bit more thin and easier to apply. And again, as long as I wait for a while, that extra water will just dissipate anyway and it'll get tacky enough. So we've got it now on our brush, and I'm going to try and get it on the edges. So I want a bit on the tip. So I'm just painting the tip, and I'm just being super careful. I don't really want it to go into the glittery part of the butterfly. A bit more by here, I think. Let's get some more. Make sure it's enough on. Just got some on the canvas. There we go. And then maybe some by here. So I'm just going to put little bits of it on instead of covering the whole thing to make it pop. How will I apply the glue with this brush? That's the best way I could think of doing it. Probably need a thinner brush really because it's a little bit thicker than I thought it was. Add some more water. I just can't find my spray bottle anywhere as well, so I'm having to dip my brush into a water bottle. Shows how prepared I am. And then some by here. I think maybe we'll go with bits inside as well, why not? Now you can't see the glue obviously because it's white on white, but I know it's going on. The thing with this glue, the flitter glue, is I don't really have to wait for it to get tacky. It's already tacky. And the thing with gold leaf is it'll stick to anything. As long as it's even slightly tacky, it will definitely stick. So I don't need to worry about waiting. I think that's it. I don't think I need maybe a bit here, a bit here. There we go. Hope I don't ruin this now. Well, we'll find out, won't we? Right, let's get this. So we've got this. I'm just going to rip off bits of it, I think. Okay, my fingers have got glue on them now. My fingers are sticking to it. So I'm just going to pop it down where I think I put glue. Okay. And what I'll do is I'll brush it off later. Probably need to wash my hands because I've got glue all over them. And it's sticking. Okay. Get my point. The perils of using gold and silver leaf. There's lots of perils. It just sticks to everything. It's very messy. And if there's anything on your hands, prepare for it to stick. There's water on my hands now and it's sticking. So we'll pop that there. Ow, get off my finger. Okay. Some more. Yeah, I am. Only the vein, Sheldon, because I didn't want to do all of it because I really like the pink and the pearlescent paints that are filling in between the veins. I don't even know what you call these parts of a butterfly. Do you know? Like the kind of scientific and anatomical names that they have for different parts of a butterfly. Wish I knew more about that stuff, but I was never very good with biology in school. Yeah, gilding foils can also be used with it. Almost anything. Did I put any here? I don't remember. Well, let's just pop it down. We can always scrape it off later. I do have to be careful around the stones now, remember, because the stones are, if I start brushing this silver leaf off, the stones will literally fall off as well. So I have to be super careful when brushing it off. So I'm trying not to apply it too close to the stones. Okay, I think that's done. That's all of it, isn't it? Pretty sure that's all of it. Yep, if it's not sticking, then, oops, it's sticking by there. So there must have been some glue by there. Oh, there's some glue by there. I swear there's more on my fingers than there is on this painting. Good, it's not sticky. Oh, it's sticky right there. This is fun. finding sticky bits because you can't remember where you put the glue. Happy with that. I think it's looking good. Oh, there's some more up here. Okay. Right, I'll get up some more by there. So anywhere my hand is sticking to, I know needs a bit more. So over here in the UK, the schools are breaking up soon, so the kids are going to be home for 6 weeks. So hopefully we're doing a lot of crafting and painting together and just enjoying life as a family. I know, I think, is it in the States that you break up in August or something? Mid-August. We break up in July here. It's interesting, the different times of things. Okay, I think that's good. I'm just going to get a brush now. Probably a soft brush. Not very soft, but yeah, I'm just going to make sure it's pushed in. Just forgot if you can see that. Maybe that's better. So I can start brushing it off just as soon as it's down, really. But I'm trying not to brush that beautiful glitter off either, so I have to be careful. I'm thinking this was a good call, not a bad decision. I don't know what you guys think. So just give it that wow factor. Yeah, I must have got a bit of glue on the canvas this side. I'll have to scrape that off carefully. I don't suppose it matters actually, but it should come off with a bit of brushing. I'll use a stiffer brush. This is quite soft. So yeah, I'm just going to make sure it's all coming off. Ta-da! Even if any of that glitter comes off, it doesn't really matter because I can just add it again with a little bit of that glue around the edges, so I'm not too worried. I just don't want the stones to come off, really. Here we go. It's working. It's gorgeous. Wow. This is quite peaceful doing this. I sometimes forget you guys are even here. So you're getting the idea. I'm simply just brushing that excess silver leaf off. There's a few spots I need to go in with a stiffer brush and get rid of anything that's on the canvas. And I think it was in my last live that somebody saw this and went, yeah, put the silver on. So I thought, yeah, you're right, I will. It's very delicate work, isn't it? Leafing your projects. I'm saying that as I'm rigorously brushing away. So hopefully I haven't brushed too much of that glitter away either. Yeah, just scrape that bit of the end there. That doesn't belong there. Looks a bit odd. Yep, I think some of my glue might have just been transferred by my hands. So something to look out for next time is just be careful you wash your hands in between applying the glue and handling your canvas. It'll come off anyway, it's easy enough. So yeah, I'm just going to check in with you guys. Yeah, sticky fingers. Thank you, Andara. It is beautiful. I really like it. Patience, I would say. Not when it comes to some things, only with this. But yeah, I mean, when I know it's going to look fantastic at the end, nothing will stop me. I'll just carry on and do what it takes, and get it done, get the job done. In fact, one of my colleagues who's now retired, he used to tell people, well, if you want a job done, ask Taz, because she always delivers. And it was so sweet him saying that. I think he actually wrote it on one of my LinkedIn recommendation things. Taz gets the job done. I do sometimes abandon projects though when they don't work out the way I want it to, or it's just too hard. I have been known to do that. I'm human. So yeah, sometimes things don't go to plan, do they? And you're sort of like left with, do I abandon, do I quit, or do I just keep on working on it? Most of the time you can salvage almost any piece of art. If you can paint over, you can do so many different things. I know I was talking to you, Sheldon, about how you've been painting over some of your older canvases and not priming them and just simply painting over them, which is fantastic. It's nice to reuse stuff, especially if you weren't happy with the original and you want to do something even better. So yeah, this is almost done. I'm going to go in with a smaller brush and make sure that the majority of those larger flakes are off. And I might add a tiny bit more glitter to it, but I just want to show you what it looks like now. Okay, obviously I'll get rid of that there. That shouldn't be there. But rest of it, it's really, really standing out. Before it was just the plain white. Now I'm wondering whether to go in here as well and do maybe the tips of the flowers. With some, I might do that as well. But I think it just looks gorgeous. I wish you could see in person. It is really stunning. If I show you like this, maybe you can see the bling. Yeah, it's a beautiful piece, and really, it's come to an end with this piece. I know that, with when you get to the end of the road, you kind of know when a project's finished, and there's nothing more you need to or want to do to it. And the issue is that wanting to do something more to it. And I think you can probably overwork things as well if you're not careful, as you all know. Yes, I am happy to sell it, and if somebody super, super likes it and wants it, please just direct message me or drop me an email at taslimamaya.art@gmail.com. And if it's friends, I will let it go, kind of much cheaper than I normally would have sold it. So yeah, if you really want it, just let me know. Okay, so I'm gonna give myself a break now, finish the live, and then after that, before the kids come home in an hour, I might just do the mermaid painting and add the sand, the glittery, gorgeous iridescent sand. Now you can't see it in this bag, but it's got a lot of shimmer in here. I'm going to add more glitter to it as well. I'm going to add that beautiful white sand on that painting. And hopefully then this will finally be finished, and I'll be happy once it's finished because I can put it up for sale as well. So I'll probably varnish it by spray varnishing the top, signing it, adding the sand, and stamping the back as well, which I normally do. But again, this piece was really fun to do, and it's a beautiful piece as well. So yeah, if you want it, let me know. Okay, Okay, just checking in with you guys now and seeing if I've missed any messages from you. Oh yeah, you're a fisherman, aren't you, Sheldon? And you love lakes. Yeah, Thomasina is a good way of like saving money. And the other good way of saving money is going to second-hand stores and finding old canvases. Now, years ago, I had a couple of paintings my other half picked up, and I really didn't like them. And I remember giving them away or getting rid of them or giving them to a second-hand store. But now I wish I'd kept them because I realise now I can just pick up a really cheap painting or print on a good quality canvas, and I can pour over it or paint on it myself, or I can gesso it and paint over it if I needed to. So yeah, you can always reuse old paintings. Um, I'll buy a butterfly, but I love the blue colour. Okay. I'm not sure what you mean. Do you mean you want one in blue, or you'd like to buy this? So I'm not sure what you're saying there, but I'll send you a message, Nanette. I don't know if you're on Facebook, actually. I don't think I've ever seen you on Facebook, but I'll drop you a message, or you can drop me an email if you like. And yeah, we can have a chat if you really want this, and it's yours. Okay, so I'm gonna log off on live now. Thank you so much for joining me today, just to have a little fun and watch me finish this gorgeous piece. And I will hopefully see you next time. I am trying to do one live a day at the minute. I missed 2 days, but I'm trying to do one live a day at the minute to catch up on my 4,000 watch hours, and is working. So thanks a lot for everyone who turned up. You really helped me get to my goal a little bit quicker. And I really appreciate you watching. So love you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves, and thanks for the lovely chat. Bye for now. Okay, Nanette, another one in blue colour. That sounds good. You'll have to tell me what size and things, so do message me. If you wanted a bigger one, smaller one, wherever, or the same size, just let me know. It was great to have tea with you as well, Thomasina. I've actually just got apple juice here, but it was great to see you here. Thank you. And thank you, Sada, Sheldon, Thomasina, Maria, Linda, Nanette, all of you guys. Bye for now and have a great day.